Next to a lot of the textures in this pack, this is relatively clean. The texture pack that we are reviewing in today's Throwback Thursday texture pack review is the Enhanced Textures texture pack by Tristan Productions. It's currently rated 4.1 stars out of 5 stars from 119 reviews, and it costs 830 mine tokens, which is the equivalent of £3.99 in my local currency. It's also available in the Marketplace Pass. It simply says enjoy your favorite game with enhanced 32x default looking textures. This texture pack will make every mob, tool, item and block look better while staying true to the default style. Let's get this texture pack reviewed. Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Dazman, and in today's Throwback Thursday video, we are in a brand new creative world for the Enhanced Textures texture pack by Tristan Productions. If you enjoyed today's video, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment. Let me know, what do you think about this texture pack? Give me your review. Maybe give me your score out of 10. I always enjoy reading your reviews. It really tells me what I need to be looking for and looking out for and being aware of during these reviews. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button as well. It would really help us hit 6,400 subscribers someday soon if you could hit that subscribe button and become a part of the channel today, and I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to jump over to the left hand side now, and we're going to get the GUI or lack of GUI on the screen. There's absolutely no changes to the settings menu, to the main menu. The game all looks very much the same graphically in the user interface and the menus, which is a disappointment. I mean, we're talking, what, 830 mine tokens. This pack was released in 2024, in April 2024, when we started to see a lot more effort being put in to the fluff around a texture pack, shall we say. So to see a texture pack that not only was released in 2024 not have any graphical UI updates or changes, but also not actually ever have a recorded update either. This pack was released the 2nd of April 2024, and the last update to this pack was also the 2nd of April 2024, which does mean it's going to be broken for spring to life. The cows, the chickens, the pigs, they are all going to be vanilla because of the variations that were added. So just bear that in mind as well. And also, some of the more recent changes are not going to be included in this texture pack. So just bear that in mind as well. So we'll get that GUI off the screen and we'll have a look at the world then. And immediately I'm seeing a lot of purple, and I'm liking the purple. Everything else, I'm seeing just Minecraft in general, really. It does say that it tries to stay faithful to vanilla as much as possible as well with its enhanced textures. But these trees, I believe they're the spruce trees. I really like that touch of purple that's on there. It gives them some good character. We've got the sun here, very basic. The sky, very Minecrafty. And then if we get down here to look at the ocean as well, it's an all right texture, nothing too crazy going on there. I probably wouldn't be able to pick this out in a lineup of about 10 other packs. It's very simple, very easy on the eye, and the color is just a normal watercolor as well. If we head over here, we can see some dirt. There's an element of blur to it, but it's not too crazy. Is it enhanced? I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Is it vanilla inspired or faithful to vanilla? It doesn't reinvent the wheel. That's probably the best way to say it. Again, hints of purple from that kind of shadow of the grass on the block. I don't hate it. I think it's quite nice. I'm not seeing any variation or anything like that. So I do feel like we're not getting much fluff in general when it comes to this. But I mean, it's doing all right, isn't it? The sun is also setting. So let me just quickly change that back to day. And we can see here we've got the mobs. So as you see, the pig, the cow, the chicken, the spring to life variants on that. No enhanced textures there other than the vanilla ones. And then the sheep. I mean, this sheep is a little bit scary, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, that face, I don't know what's going on there. Looks like it could have been pulled from a horror add-on. Oh, wow. It doesn't get any better either, does it? This is rough for the sheep textures. It almost makes me wonder, what did the cows, pigs, and chickens look like when they were working? heavy blur on the underside as well when you shave the sheep. It's a bit rough, man. It's not... I wouldn't look at this and see enhanced. That's just my general feeling there. I'm not seeing any enhancements on that at all. Let's fly over the world a little bit, get a good feel of the purple trees. It's a bit grapey, shall I say, but I think it's quite nice because trees do sometimes have, especially particular trees in particular forests, they do sometimes have a bit of a tint to it, a little bit of a hue to it, and I'm feeling that from this. And you know what, purple's not a bad colour either. I feel like this could have easily have been a horror texture pack though, with the purple trees, that sheep. But I do think this biome's quite a nice biome to be in at this point. Not bad. If we pop over here, we can see some birch as well. Not necessarily trying to look at the trees, more just trying to look at the world and find some stone. But it does feel, other than that color change for the purple, and there is a bit of a change. Oh, okay. I see a difference there on the birch trees. We'll see those in the armory section. The leaves feel a bit different as well. Definitely worth mentioning that the leaves feel a little bit different. Got some stone here too. Again, I'm not looking at that and seeing enhancements. I'm seeing blur. And I'm seeing like a base texture. I do like that though. That's quite nice when you ignore the blur. But the trees look nice. The blocks, the grass is fine. The stone, yeah, I don't know. The sheep, not really for me. It's a nice sand design though. But again, the closer you get to it, it's heavily blurred and pixelated, which is a true worry. Let's get over and see what the horses look like for this section. Every time I cannot spawn horses. Thank you. Get a few in here. Okay, I mean, they've changed it. They're not bad at all. This guy's got like skeletons on him for some reason, skulls on his side. I'm not sure what's going on there. Again, is this supposed to be a Halloween or horror? It was released in April, so I doubt it, but there's more horror elements here than there are enhancements, in my opinion. Let's see skeletons. Okay, kind of like a platinum-y white. Not bad. Okay, yeah. Some good transparency from the front on, some minimal transparency from the side on. And then if we go here to zombies. Okay, yeah, all right. Again, kind of fitting the theme. Not too bad. I wouldn't mind a weird face on this guy. I like that they changed the green that you normally get as well. There are some changes to that, but it's not the strongest start for me. Now, some of that is because it's not been updated and Minecraft has moved on. Some of it is because it just feels like it's having a bit of an identity crisis. This feels like there are horror elements to this that they didn't want to go down the avenue of, which is just a bit weird. And then it's very blurry. It feels very much lower quality than what you would expect from a 2024 texture pack, in my opinion. But that is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think initially from this texture pack down in the comments. Let's go and find a village and let's see what villagers look like. So we get to see more of a somewhat standard plains biome here with a village as well. And we're going to start by looking at the buildings. So we've got the logs. The logs look quite nice. Again, that element of blur to it. I'm going to try not to keep mentioning it, but there is definitely an element of motion blur or focus blur, which is a bit weird. This cobblestone though, with the geometric design, that's quite nice. In fact, how does that look next to each other? It links up quite well. Pop that in there. Yeah, I don't hate it. That geometric design is quite nice. We've got some flowers along here too. There feels like a bit of a, I don't want to say cartoon, but like almost an animated like drawing style for these logs and planks and stairs, which is a little bit weird. I'm not sure. It just, again, doesn't really fit the theme for me. I'm feeling like multiple different themes going on here. We've got the path block, which is like an ugly green, but I get it. And you know what? I like it. It's unique. It's not just easy orange and yellow, which is quite nice. The logs look good as well. The crops are fine. Nothing too offensive going on down there. If we pop over here, not a bad hay bale either. Yeah, okay. Fits the theme, I guess. We've got the iron golem. Oh, very nice designs on the iron golem at the back here. I really like these artistic swishes that we've got going on here. There's a heart there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Got a little bit too much mascara on there, my friend. How you doing? You going okay, yeah? A little bit of guy liner. I see you, no problem. Looking like you've seen some stories, mate. All in all, though, I like it. I like this kind of, I want to say trim, for lack of a better word. That's kind of nice. I like what they've done with the mossy growth on him too. Not bad. And then if we can find ourselves a villager. Hello, guys. How you doing? Can I just yoink your egg? Thank you. Let's go over here. And let's just spam out a few of these dudes. What's happening? Okay. Now, obviously, that's just a sample set, but no obvious signs of diversity. There's some weird and crazy outfits going on here, looking like they're straight out of the 80s with some of these things. And oh, wow. It's the March of the Villagers. Dun, dun, dun. They are definitely going to speak to the manager, aren't they? Okay. But they're Minecraft villagers. All really, other than the outfits, the base model is just the standard Minecraft villager model, which again isn't screaming enhanced. I feel like this has hit a buzzword, but isn't actually trying to move towards it, which is weird. Let's set it to nighttime and let's have a look at hostile mobs. So night is upon us here now. I'm going to try and see if I can find the moon. Okay, the sun is setting off in the distance. Not too crazy of a night. It's not much darker than usual. We've got a massive moon though. An absolute massive moon. But yeah, it still feels fairly Minecrafty. Let's drink our night vision potion. It's weird because sometimes a night can really change. It can either be a lot brighter, it can be a lot darker, depending on how the pack is colored and shaded. And sometimes when you don't see much change, that's when you just see it's exactly the same and it feels just like Minecraft, which is what we're getting at the moment. Another thing to mention as well, arachnophobia warning, there will be spiders. I don't know how realistic they're going to look, but this is your arachnophobia warning. So let's get down there then and let's see what we've got going on. So have we got any mobs? We do. There is a creeper. Right, okay. Elements of snake skin. Weird tone of lime green, which is my only complaint. Other than that, it fits the theme, the quality that we're getting in the art style. That blur is there, but again, it's on brand, it's on theme. Just a weird green. I don't know where he's creeping up on anybody with that green. And he's got his little toe jams going on there too. I see you. There's, again, elements of some horror-y feels to that. Like, he's obviously devoid of color, devoid of... And I mean color in the face, really. Like, around the eyes and stuff. He definitely looks like in some shape of despair. That color's just weird. And if we go over here, we've got a skeleton who is very happy, very blurry, and dare I say, very low quality. I don't like that skeleton. I don't. I like the attempt at head features and detailing, but I don't like it in general there, I'm afraid. Over here we've got a zombie. Oh my days. What have you done to me here? This is just a standard zombie. No variation. That is one of the worst faces I think I've ever seen. There's low quality and then there's whatever that is. That is terrible. I'm here for the Steve pants, the pumpkin-y shirt. I'm here for all of that. That face, though. Look at that face. Oh, my days. Looks like something from the Masked Magician back in the 90s right there. Do not like that at all. And then around here, we've got a spider. See, now this is nice. Now, you might not like the design. And you know what? We're probably going to take him away from the water. You might not like the design or the colors. But when I say it's nice, the effort. They've changed that. You know, they've made it their own. They've added creativity. This doesn't feel like it belongs in this pack because I like this. I think this is quite nice. Compare this to the zombie and they are worlds apart. Well done on making something feel like it's yours, but I didn't like the overall of those mobs, to be honest. I could give or take the creeper. Not a fan of the skeleton. Not a fan of the zombie. Really liked the spider. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's head out to the ocean and let's see if we can find an ocean monument. So we've still got the night vision effect on, and we are above an ocean monument here, and we've got some nice blue through this water, some good visibility with the night vision potion on as well. Let's dive underneath and see what we're dealing with in terms of designs. Okay, a unique prismarine bricks design here with that quartered face design. Very nice. I always expect that boring Y design that we get in a lot of texture packs. Prismarine, again, feeling very, I don't want to keep saying it, feeling very blurred, but it is changing color as it goes, which is cool. It's just, it's a very, is it a low resolution texture pack? Is that why it is? I don't get on with them very often. We've got sea lanterns. I hate that. I hate that. I mean, points for creativity. Again, feels like it's something out of a horror texture pack with the eyes going absolutely crazy, but I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Prismarine has an element of purple to it. Again, a more horror identified color. This is definitely suffering from a lack of identity. Sorry, I was just trying to read the description again. Mentions nothing about horror or Halloween or anything, and yet the purple, the eyes, the scary faces, maybe they're not intentionally scary, I don't know. But we've got now the Elder Guardian, like a flesh design, which is kind of disgusting. And then the bright pink eyes and thorns or spikes. Together, I like it. I like that. I do. I think that's quite nice. I think that works really well. Again, quite nasty in the color choices, but I think it works quite well together. We've then got the standard Guardians. Let's see this guy, the more traditional green and orange, if not a little bit duller. I like the eyes though. The eyes are nice. The eyes are a really good effect in my opinion. And then last but not least, somewhere around here there should be a drowned. Anywhere in here, please. If we could get that drowned, that would be great. Here we go. One holding a trident. Alright, well, at least it's not a copy and paste of a zombie, but it still just leaves so much to be desired. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm here for the Guardian designs. I'm here for the Prismarine Bricks designs. The rest, either a lack of identity or a confused identity, or it's just not for me, I have to be honest. Let's go underground and let's see what a trial chamber looks like. And so, as I usually fear with these older packs, especially the ones that don't have updates, the trial chamber is not updated. It's the tough blocks, the kind of expanded copper blocks, they're all vanilla, which is a shame. We do have the standard copper, which is this kind of wannabe embossed design, consistent across the green and orange. Again, though, it's just not great, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm very confused by this pack in total, but as you can see, most of the stuff down here is vanilla, including the breeze. So we won't spend a lot of time here. Let's head over to the Armoury and let's see what practically everything looks like. Alright then, so we are in the Armoury now. We can see how the whole world generates here, and weirdly, there's like a pink to the stone, which I hadn't quite noticed to begin with. It was almost like a tinted grey. I don't know, like there seems to be a pink to this, a more fleshy colour style than what I was giving it credit for beforehand. And so it doesn't feel grey as a Minecraft world that you would normally get, but it does very quickly go into the darker design from the deep slates, and then you hit the bottom where we are for the Armoury. So we can have a look at the trees. We've got the cherry blossom tree, kind of the larger, lower quality leaves going on there. I have to say though, I really like these strip logs here, where they've tried to give it some shape by going a bit darker on the corners. That's not bad at all. The aforementioned purple, which I definitely prefer as a non-stripped. The strips are very copy and paste, unfortunately. I like the birch as well. I think there's some good elements to that there, giving it a sense of like a real tree design, which I think is quite nice. We've got the, is that the jungle ones there too? Is that jungle? It is jungle. Jungle really losing most of what makes jungle jungle. Like, there's nothing in the leaves. There's no weird tint to the tree. Interesting. And it does say staying true to the default style. It's very weird. I don't know, man. It's very low effort, but not default, is what I'm getting in total from this. I don't get it. Very weird. Acacia there as well. Obviously, pale oak not updated. Neither is the creaking. The dark oak also has a purple element to it. So dark oak and spruce, maybe because they're more prone to be together, I guess, kind of works. And then mangrove, okay. A more lighter blue. Is that as light as my hair? Hey, it's almost on par. Almost. This could be my new tree. Fair dues. I like that. They've added their own uniqueness to it, made it their own. I do like that. I wish they just didn't include the sentence about being faithful to the default style. Do more of that, please. That would be awesome. The doors, they've got like a harshness to them, which again shouts horror to me. Like the way these tones are just quite harsh on each other with the shading. This here as well is just screaming a door you would see in a horror world. I don't know, but there's some good use of like transparency here. I mean, if this was your front door and I was stood there, well, I mean, I can't even show you, but that would just, imagine that. You just see me peering through your front door. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Anywho, carry on. Copper doors are vanilla. We can go along here and we see the doors, trap doors, carpets, beds and walls. I mean, I like the beds. I like that ruffled design. Trapdoors more of the same for the doors. The precious blocks and ores. The ores are quite big and beefy and bulky with that purple tint on there as well. These are quite nice here too. They're all right. I like those. Yeah, they're good. I like these as well. These give off like an eternal or ethereal feel, which is quite weird. And then the emerald, more digital. I'm definitely feeling like there's a lack of focus in this. Very weird. Then we've got the glass. I like the glass design. Glass design's cool. Consistent as well. And then if we carry on, we just have a look at a lot of the blocks. Now, oh, I like that. I like that. The spruce slab with the crisscross design. But then the spruce planks also have it, which is not consistent across any of the planks. Acacia planks as well. Feeling a bit different, although it could just be the case of I've placed them. Huh. Doesn't matter what way you place it, they're always facing that way. So they're the wrong direction compared to everything else. They're mosaic compared to everything else being unique. Again, just doesn't fit right. I don't know why they do that. Heavy blur all over the place. There's definitely something here, though, for builders, I think. Resin, bone blocks, honey, slime. The wall has that consistent design to it, which can be quite nice to see on there. Good color as well. My wandering trader has disappeared. Can I get my wandering trader back, please? He's not supposed to disappear. He's supposed to just stand there for the rest of life and be a good worker. Thank you very much. Oh my, look at his eyes. His eyes are crazy. He looks like he's got like clown makeup on with the massive nose, and I'm assuming that's his Ronald McDonald mouth, but I could be wrong. A camel. Not bad. Okay. Fits the theme. The sniffer. Again with the use of purple there and the lighter green. The slimes. This is big Corralis eyes going on here. Weird. Okay. Coral. Again, good color on that. Not bad. Oh, that's nice. Hello, what's that? Chiseled sandstone with the blue. Again, adding their own creativity. It looks really nice. But then the sand, just the blur, the low quality, the polished blocks. I'm not even a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the bricks. Why are the bricks looking like that? That's weird. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't hit the spot for me at all. Like, look at this. Prismarine, good color change, but that is just a mess. My eyes are not processing that properly. Dark Prismarine, again, kind of feels digital. Carry on through. I like that. The polished blackstone, quite smooth. In a noisy pack, though, it stands out like it's not supposed to be here. And this is, like, look how noisy that is. Okay. Let's keep on flying through. Again, what is this weird mosaic design on the bricks? Okay, and then we're back to the vanilla ones. And then we've got the workbenches and the more utility blocks. I don't like the chest. What's going on there? That's weird. I like some of this stuff, but it's so hit or miss. I just don't get it. And if we pop over here, let's have a look. So let's look at the weapons. So we're not talking copy and paste, at least not on every set. But again, it's just low quality. The leather armor, just looking like a mess of designs. The chainmail has no transparency. The stone weapons, they're unique. That looks like a big club right there. Carry on through. But all the other weapons definitely have elements of copy and paste to it. And blur. Not really sure what they've gone for there, but okay. Gold. I mean, at least gold is all gold, I guess. Right. Yeah, no, it's not copy and paste on the weapons and stuff. There are elements to it, but it's definitely changing enough for it to not be considered copy and paste. The diamond, by the way, that's the diamond blue. That's the diamond armor. They don't match. That's terrible. Same for the netherite. Netherite red. Netherite weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The elytra's very bleh. The trident, fine. The shield, meh. The mace, the heavy core, the bundles, not updated. I've lost my carved pumpkin as well. This is how unprepared I am. Carved pumpkin. We'll grab that. We'll put that one back on there. Wow. Again, tell me that's not like a horror design. I'm losing the identity on this. Easy see-through style, and then, yeah, soulless. It's weird, man. It's so weird. This is not... It's not a horror pack. It's not a vanilla pack. It's not really even a creative pack. And then no update there on that GUI either, which is just a shame. This feels like the pack of missed opportunities. This feels like the pack of mislabeling. I'm not impressed at all. Let me know what you guys are thinking. We're going to head over to the Nether now, and we're going to see what's going on there. Alright, so into the Nether we go then. I do believe I've still got night vision potion on, so we'll need to clear that. Let's go through. Let's drink our milk bucket. Alright, so the Nether, not as bright as we thought it would be. We've got the magma here. Not bad. Not bad. Again, though, it's kind of harsh how it transitions across, but I think that's apparent even in vanilla, so we won't hold it against it. Quite nice. Standard vanilla use of colors down here, though. The netherrack not really standing out as being much crazy. It's almost like there's like red olives in that. Very weird. Very weird. I'm saying very weird a lot. The magma cube doesn't match the magma floor, which is my pet peeve. I don't like the fire animation. And that's how it is when you're standing in it. The piglins, I can live with that. I like the color change. I like the uniqueness. I think that's cool. You know one thing though, with that sentence in the description about it being faithful to vanilla, one thing that can definitely be said, people who like vanilla texture packs are not going to like this pack. It changes things in places you wouldn't expect it, and it's vanilla in places that you would expect it to change, which is just weird. And it's just weird. This pack is just weird. Like, it doesn't fit anywhere. I don't even think it's going to have a target audience. We've got a ghast there as well, which has an insanely long back leg. Why is that leg longer than every other leg? That's weird. That is weird. I need to stop saying weird, but it is weird. It just is. And then if we go here, let's see the attack animation. So, survival. You want to attack me, bro? Whoa, okay. Do that again. Do that again, buddy. Where's your friend? I don't know. Why have you run away from me? Hello. Do it again. Coming in. Coming in. The eyes do a weird effect. Oh my days. The eyes go transparent. The eyes go transparent. No, not doing that again. That was disgusting. See you later. Let's go and find ourselves a fortress. Alright, so we are in a crimson biome for our fortress, and we've got a nice mishmash of mobs here too. So we've got the hoglin, which again, the eyes are just absolutely crazy. I don't like them. I like the color scheme that we've got going on here, but I do not like the eyes at all. The Wither skeleton holding the club sword that they've got going on there, which is just not right in a lore way. Just feels, I don't want to use the word weird, but it just feels weird. And they're definitely cousins to skeletons. In terms of the bricks, there's like an unusual embossing feel, which just, it sits uneasy with me, is what I should be really feeling like saying. It just doesn't sit right at all. Let's get around here then. Do we have any blazes around that we can use to see? I don't think we've got any obvious ones, but we get to have a little look at the rest of the Nether as we fly around. Oh, 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 I can hear him. Where are you? Where are you? There you are, you're going to be in there, aren't you? Are you? Might not be. No. I could definitely hear them. Ah, here we go. Blaze. They got one eye. They got one eye. We got a Cyclops blaze. And then just a nasty, messy texture. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's get the Wither out here then. So the Wither is loading in and spawning. Massive smile on the face. There is somewhat elements of the Wither skeleton in there, but almost like he has a soul with the white eyes. Okay, I mean, they've done something to it. They've done something to it. Not a lot, but they've done something to it. Let's head to the end and let's see what the Ender Dragon looks like. So into the end we are. Let's see what's going on. So we got like almost like a leopardy print design on the end stone, but it's your generic end stone color, so sticking to theme there. We got the Enderman. Enderman swole, look at that. Wow, okay, he's got a nice 4-pack going on there. Again though, it's just really squished up, scooshed up together. Hard to make out what the designs are. And if we come over here, we can see the Ender Dragon, which is landing for us. I like that dark with the white trim. And then you obviously have the scaled design going on there too. Is everybody's Ender Dragon tail broken, or is that just mine? I never know. But the color scheme, the kind of primary, secondary color is nice. Other than that though, it's just a vanilla dragon really. Not much going on. She's not going to land for me again, but we can see what's there. Yeah, we'll see. I'll let you guys know what I'm thinking at the end. Let's head to the ancient city. Alright, so we're in the ancient city. Let's light this up. And you know what? I'd say that skulk is probably... I do that a lot. I really need to be careful where I throw bottles. I would say that the skulk is a little bit lighter than vanilla. So again, not exactly faithful to vanilla. They've added their own flair to it, which I prefer myself. But I'm like, you're alienating both crowds. Your description says faithful, so you're turning a lot of people off of that who don't like vanilla textures. And then you're changing things, which means vanilla texture buyers are going to buy this. And then they're not going to like it because things are quite drastically changed. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. This is where I need you guys' input. But the stone, they're all quite nice together. They work well together in this small setting. The lighter blue is quite good in terms of how it makes the pack feel a bit brighter. We've got the elements of purple here for the dark oak planks, adding to that darkness feel to it as well. And I do like the touches of purple, but it's not exactly faithful to vanilla, is it? Let's get the Warden out here. Alright, so the Warden should be about to spawn. Okay. Okay, I like the color. You know what? This could be one of the better resolution textures in this entire pack. This looks quite easy to look at. If I could get my words out. Next to a lot of the textures in this pack, this is relatively clean. Good color, very faithful to vanilla in terms of overall design. This I like. I like this better than the Wither. I like this better than the Ender Dragon. I think it's quite good quality. This is a hidden gem in quite a rough pack. And that leads me then to, what am I going to give this texture pack as a review score? Now, I should probably say it hasn't been updated since it was released. That's going to mark it down. It's got elements of like what you would find in traditional horror packs, like the color purple, like some scary textures. It's got low resolution, it's got low quality, it's got blur. Some blocks don't look like they're supposed to be next to each other. All of these things combine to just be like, it has to be a low score from me, I'm afraid. And then you've got the description, promises one thing, sort of delivers another thing. I don't know who this pack is for, and I don't know what this pack is for. It's lacking an identity and it's lacking a focus, I feel. Maybe I've gone too deep into it. Maybe I'm missing something obvious. Let me know. But I'm going to go with a 3 out of 10. I'm going to go with a 3 out of 10. 830 mine tokens. All right, it's available on the Minecraft Marketplace Pass, or whatever it's called, the Minecraft Pass. I don't know what the hell it's called, but yeah, it's on that, which means, you know, you can bypass the cost a little bit. That would bump it up a little bit as well, but it's not updated. It's broken because of Spring to Life. It's probably not going to get updated. It doesn't even match itself. Gotta go with a 3, man. There are elements here that are good. There are elements here that just don't tickle the right areas. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 3 out of 10. If you enjoyed today's video, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment down below. What do you give this pack out of 10? I always enjoy reading you guys' opinions. And if you're new to the channel, like I said, please do hit that subscribe button and help the channel grow. I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you, as always, for all of the support. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!